In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add React components to your Webflow website. By the end, you'll have a clean Webflow page set up and ready to load a React component with your own script. First, open Webflow and head into your workspace to create a new site. Choose the option to create a blank project so we start with a clean slate. Give your site a simple, memorable name so you'll recognize it later, then continue through the setup prompts and confirm creation. If you're asked to name a workspace or assign the project, enter something clear and proceed. Once the project opens, you'll land on a fresh canvas. Now let's prepare a mount point for React. In the Add panel, insert a div block onto the page. If needed, place it inside a section within the main element so it follows semantic structure. Main at the top level, then a section, then your div block inside that section. Use the Navigator panel to confirm the hierarchy reads main, then section, then your div. Select the div and give it a unique ID in the settings so your script can target it later. For example, you might use something like React Root. You can also add a class name to style or locate it visually while building. Next, we'll keep the page tidy while still ensuring the element exists in the DOM for React to mount. With the div selected, open the Style panel and set its display to None. Then enable the option to keep the element in the HTML when hidden. This is important. It prevents Webflow from removing the element from the DOM at certain breakpoints, which would break your React mount. With the mount point ready, let's add the scripts. Open your project settings and navigate to the custom code area. Use the Before field for best performance. Paste your React bundle or CDN scripts here, along with the code that selects your mount ID and renders your component. Keep things modular. Load React and your component script, then call your render or hydrate function that targets the ID you set earlier. Avoid hard-coding any sensitive keys and keep environment-specific values out of the public code. Save your changes, return to the designer, and publish the site to a staging domain to test. Open the published link, inspect the page, and verify that your component mounts